Well, good morning YouTube, and welcome back to Retired for Life. Another very iffy day out here, but I'm gonna take the chance and hope to get a little bit of work done. Before I do that, I need to get my canopy set up, because I tell you, without some protection from that sun, you'll pay a real price. Well, there we are. Camp is up. Let's get the rest of our gear. Whew. Get you guys out of the sun, because I have been having issues with heat getting to the camera, and I have lost 2 batteries now because the camera has gotten so hot. The batteries have started to swell, and then it's been a real challenge to get them back out of the camera. One of them came apart on me. So let's see if we can deal with that. Everything is so damp. It's just unbelievable. With the rain and the high humidity, nothing is drying. You're constantly dealing with very wet stuff, and that gets kind of messy. But, you know, I've got time. So this is the time to get her going. Well, let's get the sawmill started and see what I can make out of this one. Anything that I've got bark left over on, like these edges, I like to take the bark off, because the bark works like a wick and it will suck up and hold moisture, and that will add to a spot where your cant or your lumber is going to start decaying. Well, there we go, from a very gnarly looking log to a nice extra strong 6x6. We'll add this in the pile and keep going. They are heavy. So there's a short one, but I will need some short ones for the bracing, so we'll use it. So there's nothing getting built onto these or anything like that. These are just curbs, and I just like having curbs at the end of the driveway up by the house, just because it looks tidier. All right, that's good. Well, I hope you guys have been enjoying today's video, and if you have, I'd really appreciate the like, and I'd love to have you subscribe to the channel. And don't forget, if you've got any thoughts, suggestions, anything like that, I'd love to hear from you. All right, let's get back to the job. Wow, good morning, guys. What a difference a day makes. Yesterday, we had a temperature reading of over 30 degrees, and they were saying feels like 42 because of the humidity. That's just unbelievable. And today we've had some rain this morning, which is why I'm late getting out, and it's still just barely spitting a little bit, but it practically feels like jacket weather. It's only about 15 degrees out here right now. What a difference. And today I think we're going to go do some more work on the storage building. So I got to change the tractor around a little bit. I need to take the grapple off of the tractor and put the forks on, because my boards for the soffits and for some of the battens are already stained, so we're going to use those up. But first off, we'll get the grapple off the tractor and get the forks on. All right, forks are on. We're going to go get some of our boards and get ready to start cutting them to size. Well, the rain is threatening to come back on us. So if I can get these inside before it starts to pour, then I can at least figure out width and that kind of thing and start to prepare them for use. Alright guys, that's all our boards inside. Let's get you inside with the boards and get the tractor put away. Okay guys, so it has finally stopped, well, almost stopped raining out there, which is going to allow me to start prepping these boards. This is the soffit boards. So we're going to start out just slow, one at a time here. So I'm going to try the first one. So I need a length of 7 feet on here. And then I'm going to need to cut my 23-degree angle on one face as well. All right, guys, we are ready to try our first cut. So this is basically an experiment to see how well this is going to work and to see if I've got the right dimension on here. Keep our fingers crossed. Let's start it up and try running it through. All right, there's our first board. Let's go see if it actually fits. Well, you would almost think that somebody knew what they were doing with that. I know it would be normal to run this out straight for the soffit boards, but yeah, when was the last time I did something normal? I wanted to put it on an angle just because I thought it might look nicer or look different anyway. So far, so good. All right, I got my next board cut, but I'm calling it quits. It just keeps raining, and now it's raining pretty good again, so everything's getting wet, and it's just making the job miserable. Tomorrow is supposed to be a fairly nice day, so we're going to leave it for today. Go in and have a little refreshment to rest and work up my frustration. And then hopefully, weather permitting, we'll see you guys in the morning. Oh yeah. Good morning, guys. That's more like it. Look at that sky. All right, let's get our stuff back up to the storage building and get back to work. I am so close to that fitting. I don't. Yeah, it won't go up that way. We're in. Now we'll measure for the next one. And this, there'll be a batten that goes along here on this edge, which will fill in any gap that's there. All right, guys, there's our first soffit boards in on this side. So that's good. Now, what I'm going to do, just because I want to see what it looks like, is I'm going to go ahead and install the batten that goes along the top up against the edge here. That's good. That fills that space very nicely. Well, here we are, guys. This is really going to show us where the rubber meets the road, sort of thing. I've got the top one in, the top batten, which you can't see. The end battens are in place. So it's time to start putting them in all the way across this wall. We'll see how it looks. This will be the first wall. Well, I think you guys get the idea. So I'm going to be short one batten to finish this wall all the way across. We're making good progress, but we're going to go for lunch and then come back and finish this up. All right, let's take a break, go get some lunch. Well, guys, that looks pretty good. I ended up short one batten. I didn't have enough stained to do this whole wall, but that wasn't what these were initially intended for anyway. But I had to get them used up, so here they are. And I wanted to see how this wall would look, and I'm pleased with it. You know, the only way to know how things are going to actually look when they're done is to have them done. And I was a little bit worried about my 8-inch boards and 3-inch battens, but I think it looks good. I'm very pleased with it. So I need to get another probably 50 battens down into the shop and get them stained. But I think before I do that, I'm going to finish putting up the boards underneath here behind the fascia. Get that done. I like that, you know, it's unusual the way it's angled up there with the roof rather than going straight across. I'm pleased with how that looks. And that will also give good water runoff kind of thing. And you'll see at the bottom of my battens, all of them have got that 30-degree angle cut on the bottom. Again, there to help carry water away. So far, so good. But now I need to get down to the shop and start cutting the boards for the opposite side here. So that's going to be it for today's video, guys. I hope you've been finding these videos interesting, or at the very least a little bit entertaining. And if you have, I'd really appreciate the like, and I'd love to have you subscribe to the channel. So thanks again, guys, and we'll see you out on the trails the next time. Oh, I gotta clean this up.